Friends, this is the first part of our Pong game. Check out this layout and get ready to build the game using only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Start the HTML part with a basic template. Add the necessary style tags and link the JS file. Here we will use JQuery, so add the reference for that before the local script tag. I'm using the version 3.6.0. You can use it or update with the latest. In the HTML body, add a div with ID Pong. This div will act as the game board. Inside it, add few other divs for different components and game controls. First, add the left and right paddles with matching IDs. After that, add the div for the ball using same ID. These ID names are important, so don't miss them. Try not to do any spelling error. Below the ball div, add the left and right score with initial value 0 in them. Once it's done, add 2 more divs for the start and pause messages. Put the appropriate message to display in these placeholders. I'll put press spacebar to start in the start div, and write game paused, press space to resume in the second one with the ID pause. The HTML is complete. Now let's style the game using some CSS properties. Start with the body tag. Add 0 pixel margin and padding with a dark grayish background. Then add global font family in the body tag. I'll use Arial in this project. Later I will update it to some fancy font, maybe in the second part. Next, style the Pong Game board. Add 800 pixel width and 400 pixel height with lighter gray background color. Then set 50 pixel horizontal margin to space out the game board from the wall. Also set relative position to this ID. Now style the left and right paddle together. Both will have same 20 pixel width and 100 pixel height. I'll use a bluish green color as the background for the paddles. Right now both paddles are aligned on the left side of the board. We need them in both ends, 1 paddle for each player. Therefore, set absolute position for the paddles and set position value to each of them separately. The left one will have 0 pixel left and the right one will have 0 pixel right position value. Now style the ball. It's the most important part of the game. So give it 20 pixel height and width with reddish background. Make it round using 50% border radius. Also give it absolute position so that we can move it with exact calculation. I'm using fixed left position of 20 pixel, but you can change it according to your need. After the paddles and the ball, we have to style the score labels. Style both right and left label together. Give both a fixed font size of 50 pixels and white color for the text. They will have absolute positioning. Set the top position to 20 pixels. Again, set horizontal position using separate selectors. The left one will have 20 pixel left and the right one will have 20 pixel right position value. If you haven't initialized the score labels, then add 0 value in the HTML part. Now style the start and pause message div together. Set 24 pixel font size with white color. Align the text to center. And set absolute positioning with 50% top and left. Use transform property with -50% translate in both X and Y axis to fix the text in exact center of the screen. In the end, set display property to none. We will show the text using JavaScript during gameplay. Both messages should be displayed on specific situation. Now the HTML and CSS part is complete. Let's dive deep into the action using jQuery. You can use plain JavaScript, although jQuery will save a lot of time and space. Start by checking the document ready state. I'll use an arrow function for the callback. Inside it, declare a few variables for referencing each of the IDs from HTML. Name them accordingly like paddle left, score left, ball, and so on. I'm using let to declare these variables, although using var is also fine in this project. Write everything carefully. The ID names must match exactly with the HTML part, otherwise it will not work. A simple spelling error can become very hard to detect during error debugging. Once you have added all the HTML reference in respective variables, let's initialize some important variables that we will use in game controls. Declare paddle speed to 15, ball speed X and ball speed Y to 0. Also declare score L and score R to 0. After that, declare two Boolean variables, namely the game started and game paused, to false. These variables are the starting points of game control mechanism. After these variable declaration, set the start message to display using inbuilt show method. Write in comment if you find anything confusing here. After variable declaration, let's start coding some functions. The first one will control the paddles. We will use it to control the paddle movement. Let's start with a key down check. In the callback, we will reference the event to verify the key code. Inside the callback function body, first put an if check to verify the game started variable state. If it's false, then check for key code 32, which denotes the spacebar. Then call a function named startGame here. Don't worry, we will soon write this function together. Break the function flow using blank return in default case after if check. Now put another if check to verify the key code 32 with the game pause state. If game is not paused and the spacebar is pressed, then call pause game function. In the else if condition, check for key code 32, and if the game is paused, then call resume game function. Soon we will code all these functions, so keep following. If the game paused variable is true, then break the loop using blank return. Now we have to check for key code 87, which denotes the W key in the keyboard. Put an if check to verify the key press. Also check if the left paddle's top position is greater than 0. If the condition matched, then set the new top position by subtracting the paddle speed. This portion is critical, so try not to mess with the spelling or any value, else the outcome may cause issue. In the else part, put another if check. It will check for the key code 83 for the S key. Also check if the top position for left paddle combined with its height is less than the Pong height. If the condition matches, then update the top position by adding the paddle speed to the left paddle. In this way, if we press the W key, the left paddle will go up. It will come down on pressing the S key on keyboard. Continue with another else if condition. This will check for the key code 38. It denotes the up arrow key in the keyboard. We will use the up arrow key to move the right paddle upwards. So simply copy the first check and replace the paddle left with paddle right in each spot. In simple words, we will now reduce the top position of right paddle by paddle speed. Now place the final else if check for the down arrow key. It has the key code 40. Here also, we have to combine the top position of right paddle with its height to check if it's smaller than Pong height. If it satisfies the condition, then add paddle speed to the right paddle's top position. In this way, the right paddle will come down on pressing the down arrow key. The code is getting bigger, so it's time to format it for clarity. Use the shortcut Shift plus Alt plus F keys, or press the right mouse key to open the available options. Choose the Format Document option there. Continue the code with a new function called Start Game. As the name suggests, this function will start the game. Inside the function body, set the ball speed X and Y to 5. Then add 40 pixel left position and 20 pixel top position for the ball. Also set the game started variable to true and hide the start message. This is all the start game function will do. You can now check the game display. We can now move the paddles using their respective keys. Although there is some issue with the left paddle, it's not moving upward. Let's fix the issue first. Look, the paddle left variable name is misspelled in the first if check. This is why I always ask to look out for spelling errors in JavaScript code. Correcting the name will fix the issue. After the start game function, let's code the pause game function. It will have the game paused variable set to true and show the pause message, that's it. Next, code the resume game function. It works exact opposite to the pause game function. Simply set game paused variable to false and hide the pause message using inbuilt hide method. You can verify that the start, pause, and resume functions works properly on pressing the spacebar key. Appropriate message is being displayed in the center of the Pong screen. The paddle control is almost done. Let's code the controls for the ball movement. Use set interval method with 50 milliseconds delay to shift the ball. Inside the callback function, start with two new variables called ballPos X and ballPos Y. Assign the left position to the X and top position to the Y variable. After that, put in if check for game started boolean and if the game is not paused. Inside it, place multiple if check to detect the collision with walls and paddles. Let's continue. Put the first check to detect collision with top and bottom wall. We want the ball to bounce back in these cases. Therefore, check if ballPos Y is less than equal to 0 or if it's greater than or equal to the Pong height combined with ball height. In this case, negate the ball's speed Y, that is its vertical speed. Next, put some check to detect the collision of ball with either paddles. This one is very important, so pay little attention. First, check if ballPos X is less than or equal to the combination of left paddle's left position and its widths. Then check if ballPos Y plus its height is greater than or equal to left paddle's top position. In the final check, try to find out if ballPos Y is less than equal to the left paddle top position plus paddle's height. If all these conditions match, then invert the ball speed X, that is its horizontal direction. It may seem complicated, but try to observe each checkpoint and the use of logical and operator to combine these checks. And if nothing works, then drop query and comment. I'll try to explain it in details. Up to now, we have only placed conditional checks for the left paddle. We also have to do the same for the right one. Although it's similar, yet pay attention for crucial changes. Start another if check where we compare ballPos X combined with its width. If it's greater than or equal to the right paddle left position. Then using a logical and place another check for the ballPos Y combined with ball height to be greater than or equal to the top position of right paddle. In the final check, compare the ballPos Y to be less than or equal to the right paddle top position combined with the paddle height. If all these conditions matches, then change the ball speed X to the other direction. You can speed up this video if my typing seems too slow. Sorry for that. This is the first part of the Pong Game development. It took me more than 3 hours to adjust the scripts and styling. Therefore, a simple like and subscribe is always appreciated. We have placed checks for collision with top and bottom walls, with both paddles, but how to know who wins in this game? There is no mechanism to control the scores yet. Therefore, place a final check to detect the collision with the left and right wall. In these cases, we will increment the score of opposite player and also reset the game. Simply check if ball POS X is less than or equal to 0. Then increment the score our variable by 1 and update the text in right score label. After that, call the reset ball function, which we will code soon. In the else case, place another check for the ball POS X combined with ball width. If it's greater than or equal to the Pong width, then increase the left score by 1. Also update the text in left score label. Don't forget to place the reset ball function call in the end. Now the only thing left to do with the ball is to update its actual position. Use the CSS property and set the left parameter to ball pos X plus ball speed X. Similarly, update the top position with ball pos Y plus ball speed Y. This will change the UI in every 50 milliseconds, giving a smooth motion to the ball. Now we have to code the final function of our Pong game. It is the reset ball function. Here we will reset its position to the original 40 pixel left and 20 pixel top. Also reset the ball speed X and Y to 5. Although we haven't changed this parameter in the code, maybe we can use it later to power up the game levels. Similarly, set the game started boolean to false, then show the start message and hide the pause message using inbuilt methods. There is no need to update the start text here. Still, we can use it to inform the players about levels or power-ups or anything you want. With this function, the first part of our easy Pong game is complete. Do you like it? Okay, there's something missing here. Let's fix the code for proper response. Look out for the spelling error in the else if condition, where we check the collision with left and right wall. Instead of the score left variable, I mistyped the screen left variable name. This mistake is causing this issue. Change the variable name and everything will be fine. Well done! We have successfully built an easy Pong game using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Do you like it? If you have any question or suggestion regarding the game or anything related to future updates, then ping me and comment. In the second part, we will add some images, icons, and sounds to this game. If you want to see the second part, then give this video a like, share with friends, and please subscribe. Okay, there is one more issue that I want to address here. Actually, there are plenty of them, but this one is last for the first video. The issue is with the paddles. The ball always starts from top left corner in the game board, but the paddle may stay lower after each round of the game. To solve this issue, let's initialize the top position of the left and right paddle to 0 pixel inside the start game function. I personally don't like this fix approach, but it works for now. So leave it and suggest any better way in comments. See you soon in the next part. Till then, keep coding and keep learning. Thanks for watching Technospace.